Today we are going to harvest a couple different varieties of microgreens. Got our red sprout radish, red arrow radish, and then broccoli. So yeah, pretty excited to get these in the bags and in my belly. We got 2 trays of broccoli, 1 tray of radish. Let's get after it. Now, since the weather's cooled down, start harvesting these inside for the winter, obviously. I like to throw down a little bit of wax or parchment paper. Just makes cleanup a lot easier. And of course, you gotta use the unbleached stuff, you know, you gotta use unbleached everything, right? But yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, throw down a little wax paper, grab you a bowl, pair your favorite scissors, and you're off to the races. I don't know where my bowl's at. Most exciting time, harvest time. These things look amazing. Now, I let these go significantly longer than I normally do. It got really cold one night outside, and it kind of zapped them, and it took them a minute to kind of kick back in once I got them inside here, which is kind of weird. I was a little surprised by how the process went moving them inside. It was almost like it slowed them down for a day or two, and then all of a sudden they were absolutely just flourishing. I mean, these look significantly better, and I can just tell you by feeling them, they're significantly stouter than what the outdoor grown ones were. But in my spot there on the porch, I was only getting about, honestly, 2 to 3 hours of direct sunlight every day. The rest was just indirect in the shade, which is, you know, not ideal. You want 8 hours. So now that they're getting 8 hours of legit light, these Fox Garden lights, which I'm Fox, but not the same Fox, different brand, but they're amazing. I mean, they're fantastic. Just look at that. I mean, it's ridiculous how thick and vibrant all that stuff is. Looks just phenomenal. And tastes even better, honestly. The radish is one of the most popular ones. Everybody loves the radish, especially these red arrow. They've got a nice spice to them, nice kick, and they're just fantastic. Hard to beat them. I've eaten these as salad. I mean, like, you can use them as a salad topper. They got a nice spice like a radish, but they are mild enough you can use these just as a salad. I do prefer to mix them. My favorite mix right now, so far at least, is the red radish mixed with broccoli. That is my favorite. Really, I think it's probably my most popular blend at the moment. If you'd like to try it, please get in touch with me. I would absolutely love to get you a bag. I'd also love to start growing trays for you weekly. It's a service I'm going to start offering. If you want to buy this tray number 7, and get every harvest that comes off of tray number 7, I'm going to start selling them, probably in 3-month blocks, maybe less to start out. We'll see what the people want. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff. And I'm also going to start doing custom build outs. So if you're seriously interested in getting into this, but you don't know anything about it, you want somebody to set it up in your house for you, do the legwork, do the heavy lifting, give me a call. Love to quote that for you as long as you're local, within reason. Definitely a service I'm excited to be adding. So get in on it, folks. This stuff's awesome. It's one of the main things I attribute to my health right now. I feel 10 times better than I did 6 months ago when I was not eating any veggies. I'm eating the microgreens daily now. I've got more energy, less bloating. I just feel like a better human being. I mean, they genuinely are making a difference for me. So, growing them for my parents, I'm growing them for family. Love to start growing them for you too. But yeah, that right there, that gallon Ziploc bag, that's one tray of radish. That's 1 week's worth of growing. I probably let this go 10 days actually, but I mean, you get the idea. Does not take long at all to produce a serious crop, serious harvest, serious health results. I got a long ways to go, but I'm down 20 pounds. And I mean, I feel thinner. I feel so much better. All right, 1 bag down, several to go. We have got our bowls cleaned out. We're gonna switch over to broccoli. Now, you wanna make sure that you do swap everything out. Make sure everything's clean. It's all vegetables, it's all gonna be eaten, but you wanna keep it separate. So I always trim any dirty roots right off at the base. I know it's a little bit wasteful, but I'd rather have clean, delicious stuff that I feel good about eating as opposed to dirty crap that I gotta run through the strainer multiple times. Like, that right there is as clean as it gets, y'all. I mean, you can eat this stuff right off the tray. You don't need to wash it. You can, and I do rinse it whenever I'm selling it. I do give it a rinse just to say that I did. Whenever I'm the one pre-bagging it, I'll pre-bag it, I'll rinse it, throw a paper towel in there to draw out the moisture. But yeah, I really prefer not to do that though. I prefer not to have to get it that wet. I prefer to just cut it. And if you grow it right, you really don't need to wash it much. So I'm kind of considering moving away from the washing altogether and just adding the rinse before eating label. So yeah, but this broccoli tray, I mean, it's crazy how much better this broccoli is doing under the LEDs than it was doing out on the porch. This broccoli is popping. It's about double. I mean, I'd say it's about double the size of what my normal broccoli is. And I did let it go a few extra days, but I've let broccoli trays go longer than this one before and never had results this good. So, hard to complain. Like cutting the hair on a chia pet here. And I waste some because I just don't love having a bunch of seed holes in with my microgreens. I like my stuff to just be as quality and as much vegetation as possible. And so I really do trim off more excess than what I would have to. But I just try to knock those out of there. If you're harvesting these, if it's, you're getting into it and you're growing them and you don't like the seeds, you can certainly throw those into a strainer, differing hole sizes, and you can strain a lot of that out. But they're good for you. It's all edible. Don't worry about it. It's not necessary. It's just a personal preference. To each their own. We're gonna have a very nice haul today. Like I said, this is about 10 days worth of growing here. And this will be more than enough vegetable to sustain me, my 2 kids, my 2 parents, and my brother and his 3 kids, if they so choose. I don't know that his kids will eat them. My kids don't really eat them either. It's more, for the adults. But this will be more than enough to sustain my whole family for the course of a week very, very easily. And you can do the same. Like I said, you want to get that custom build out, I'm your guy, holler at me. Obviously I'm new to all this in a sense, but I've been gardening and building and doing all this stuff my whole life. So, not that any of it's truly new to me, it's just this is a new venture for me. So, love it if you gave me a shout. Love it if you shared this content too. People really are getting into the microgreens, and I just want to be a part of helping bringing it mainstream and helping as many people get into it as possible, because I just genuinely and truly believe in the health benefits of it. I really do. And you can see, half tray per bowl basically. Nice yield. Now, that is a dense bowl right there. If you tried to eat that as a salad, good luck. That's a lot. I mean, for me, a microgreen salad is about, I call it a pinch, a handful. Enough where 2 big old bites probably get you through a microgreen salad in my household. Doesn't take much. And that's another thing I like about it. Literally, if you don't feel like eating veggies that day, don't want to make a veggie with your meal, just snag you a thing out of the fridge. That good. It does. It tastes just like broccoli. Different texture, same thing. Two. That's nice. We'll go ahead and add this next tray to this as well, and we'll be all done. Stuff is delicious. Now let's just take a minute and talk about how awesome microgreens are as I blast through this final tray. They are up to 40 times more nutritious than a regular vegetable, than a fully matured vegetable. That is insane. Think about getting 40x on anything in life, and it's just an absolute freaking win. So it's like, how could you not put these in your body when you have such easy access to them? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to bring them to the public, trying to get people to realize what they've been missing out on all this time. And I'm just really excited about it. It's such an easy process, and it's just such an enjoyable process if you do like to do this kind of thing. Now you know where your food's coming from. You don't have to worry about, hey, you know, there's an ice storm this week. We're not able to get out to the store to get any vegetables. Like, no, you've got it in the house. You've got it all. It's just so nice. So here's a quick little video of me cleaning up, getting the trays out to the compost bin where they need to go. It's one of those things where it's like everything sustains itself. The compost buckets will become the soil for the trays in the future, and it's just such a beautiful process of life and death, and I just love it. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video today. Thank you for watching all of my content. It really genuinely means a lot to me. Trying to grow this thing into something that matters, into something that can make a difference in the world and in people's lives. And so if you could like today, if you could subscribe to our channel, if you could follow us along on our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, I would really appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And a special shout out to my son Stryker for taking the 2 photos here at the end. Thank you, son, especially photo number 2. God bless you guys. Peace out.